What up, TTC9 Empire? It's your boy Mailman back at it again. Um, I know this is sort of a late video. Um, as far as I said, I was gonna make a part two to the 49ers draft needs, and I'm here to just kind of brush up on that. It's a couple days away from the draft, so I'm not gonna take too long. I talked in my first video about people that I like, people I didn't like, uh, who the 49ers should get, who they shouldn't get, you know, things like that. And just here to, kind of clarify some things about what I said in the first video and talk about some more players and stuff in the second video. I already kind of stated and went through a few of the guys that I liked, not everybody, because I wasn't able to go through all the players that I really liked or people I think or I wasn't even able to go through all the people I didn't like or I think we should stay away from. Um, but as far as the 49ers in the first round, yeah, I did in the first video state that I felt like maybe we should get a wide receiver if there are the three available in the first round. Um, I did state that. Um, But like I said, I think the three pressing needs we have right now are linebacker, wide receiver, and corner that we need to draft. And I've come to the conclusion that in order for the 49ers to really, really get what they need in this draft, to really, truly get what we need, we're going to have to do either one of two things. And that's trade up or trade down and get more picks and get out the 15th pick. That's just my conclusion. Because we're not going to be able to get the top three receivers uh, if we don't trade up. And I just feel like, uh, you know, the players that are probably going to be left at 15 when we pick, we might as well just try to trade down and, just get good quality players and we could really get two positions that we need. We can get a cornerback and a wide receiver and a linebacker if we trade down with getting more picks. We could definitely do that if we trade out the 15th pick instead of picking somebody I really don't want. It's been a lot of talk about us picking Armstead from Oregon in the first round. Armstead is so fucking overrated. I definitely don't want to get that guy. Uh, I do not want to waste a 15th round pick on Armstead. I'm sorry. He is just not it. Um, some people thought I was actually down in Marcus Peters for the 15th pick. I wasn't down in Peters. I just said that I wouldn't pick Peters at 15. I think that's kind of high. I mean, now if we were to trade down and pick Marcus Peters, that would make more sense to me. Um, that's just how I feel. I think that Peters is definitely a first round talent. He's a good player, but I just would not pick him at number 15. I would trade down, be able to get more picks because I don't think, as despite what a lot of people think, I don't think that, at least this is my thinking, and I could be wrong, because I've been wrong before. I don't think that Marcus Peters is gonna go in the top 15 picks if unless we pick him. I don't think he's gonna go first through 14. I doubt that very seriously. Uh, but if we were to trade down, we would have. I think we would have opportunity to get. A lot of people are talking about Dorial Green Beckham, which I said that I did not want at 15. But if we were to trade down, we have a good shot at getting Peters and Green Beckham. We have a good shot at getting both of those guys if we were to trade down and get more picks. That would make more sense to me instead of trying to pick one of those guys at 15. We can get both of those guys if we were to trade out and use some of those picks to get both of them if we wanted to. You know, um, like I said, Armstead sucks. I don't want him at 15. Also, some more guys that saying I kind of like that. Not necessarily. I'm not saying that I want these guys in the first round, so don't get it twisted. But if these guys are hanging around, later on, uh, I wouldn't mind having them. Sammy Coates is a guy. I know he has some drop issues, but if he's hanging around later on, and these aren't first round guys. These aren't first round guys I'm naming. I'm talking about guys that are just gonna be hanging around after the first round. Uh, like I said, Sammy Coates is a guy I really like. I wouldn't mind having if he's hanging around. Uh, Another guy, Tyler Lockett out of Kansas State, who runs excellent routes, has some return ability. I wouldn't mind, him, if he's hanging around. So those are two more wide receivers that I really, really like. Let's get into linebackers real fast, because I didn't really talk about that a whole lot in my first video. And to me, I feel like the best linebacker in this draft, without question, by far, is Stephon Anthony from Clemson. Is the best linebacker in this draft, hands down. I know it's been a lot of talk about Perriman. I like Perriman. Perriman's good. Perriman's really good. But I just think that Anthony fits our system on, things that we want to do better. And we can't replace Patrick Willis. I said that at first. Nobody can replace Patrick Willis, but I think that, Anthony will probably be the closest fit on all the linebackers that I see. He would be the closest fit. So Anthony probably would be number one for me. Perriman probably would be number two. Um, Kendricks is good also. I think Kendricks has some talent. He would, fit in the mix. Um, Bernard McKinney is he's a little bit overrated to me. I think I talked about that in the first video. He's a little bit overrated. Really not all that overly impressed with him. I don't want Paul Dawson. Um, but I might take Dawson over McKinney. Uh, McKinney's just one of those guys. He looked good at the combine, but he just really didn't translate a lot of that, to his play. Um, but like I said, those some guys I was, really thinking about, and uh, like I said, cornerbacks that are going to be later on rounds. Quentin Rollins, I'm really big on him, despite the fact that he only played one year of college football. And Ronald Darby, like I said in the first video, is another guy that I really, really like. Those are two more guys that I was thinking about. Another guy that's not going to be another guy. This is a first round talent, and I doubt very seriously that he's around by the time we pick. But if he is, Danny Shelton from Washington. Big, physical, awesome nose tackle. Something that we have not had a true nose tackle since Sobawaga. And you know, I like our defensive linemen now. Don't get it twisted. I like Quentin Dow. Love Quentin Dow. I like Tank Carradine. I love the addition of Darnell Dockett. I think that Justin's coming back. Um, I like these guys, and but also, can't forget about Glenn Dorsey. But the thing of the matter is none of those guys to me are true nose tackles. None of them are true nose tackles. Some of them can play the nose tackle position. You know, they can, but none of those guys are true noses. But Danny Shelton is, and I'm not gonna lie. If Danny Shelton's there at 15, he would be very, very hard, I think, to pass on if he's sitting out there. So that's just me, man. Um, like I said, it just depends on what's out there at 15. I'm not saying that we absolutely have to pick a wide receiver at 15 because I stated this before. Amari Cooper, Kevin White, and Devontae Parker are the top three receivers, and I doubt very seriously that one of them might fall to 15. Devontae Parker's not a lock to fall. I mean, Devontae Parker's not a lock to be picked, 1 through 14. He's not. He could slide in the 15th spot. If he does, I think that we should go with him. If none of those guys gets picked, and somebody like Trey Waynes, which he might not fall to the 15th pick also, but if Trey Waynes is sitting out there, we should pick him. Um, so I'm not against picking a cornerback in the first round at all. by any means. Just the only thing I'm saying is I wouldn't pick Peters at 15. I would, if all those guys are gone, the top three receivers, Danny Shelton, uh, Lyle Collins, you know what I'm saying? All the top can't miss players are gone. We'd be better off trading out of the 15th pick. That's just how I feel. Um, that's really about it, man. That's all I got. Niner Empire faithful. It's your boy Mailman, and I'll see y'all guys Thursday's the draft. I'll probably be making me a draft video live. So that's it, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all, and I am out.